Hi everyone, my name is Vanessa van Dijk, and in today's video I want to talk about what skin purging really is. Because if you actually look this up, you will notice something pretty quickly. You don't really find one clear definition and you don't find one clear explanation. Most of what you find is unclear descriptions, comparisons, or very soft language like it can be this or it can be that. And that already tells you a lot about this term. So what is skin purging realistically? It's basically a word you will see used when skin gets worse after starting a new product. But the important part is that there's no clear line where someone can look at your skin and say, yes, this is purging, or no, this is not purging. And I think that this is where most of the confusion starts. Because when your skin gets worse after starting something new, it could be that the product is irritating your skin. It could be that the product is just too strong for you. Or it could be that your skin would have broken out anyway and that the timing is just a coincidence. And just by looking at your skin, you usually cannot tell the difference. And this is why the term purging is often not that helpful. Because it sounds like a very clear category, but in reality, it's often more of a guess based on timing. And I think it's important to say that out loud, because you might have seen explanations online that say things like purging happens because certain products increase skin turnover and then things come out faster. And I mean, I get why that explanation exists. It sounds clean and it sounds logical. It essentially gives you a story that makes sense. But even if you see that explanation, you still cannot look at your skin and prove that this is what is happening in that moment. And that is really the key part, because when your skin breaks out after starting something new, you cannot tell just from looking at it if it is some kind of purging phase, irritation, or just normal breakout timing. And that is why I think the word purging can be risky if you use it to decide whether you should keep using something or stop. And if a term cannot be clearly defined and cannot be clearly identified, it becomes very hard to use it and make good decisions for your skin. So instead of asking, is this purging? A more useful question is, how is my skin doing overall since I started this product? Is it improving? Is it getting worse? Is it getting more irritated? Or maybe it is just not settling down over time. Because those signals are often more useful than trying to label something as purging. And I want to be very clear here. This is not about saying that nothing ever changes when you start new products. It's about being honest that we often cannot clearly separate different types of reactions just by looking at the skin. So if you take one thing away from this video, it's this. Skin purging is not a clearly defined thing that you can reliably identify. It's mostly a word used when breakouts happen after starting something new. And if your skin is clearly getting worse, more irritated, or more uncomfortable, that matters more than what someone calls it. Now, I hope that this helped make this topic feel a little more real and a little less confusing. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Bye!